Hello y'all, this is Ninja DC. Today I'm going to offer a sequel to an earlier episode where I discussed, or well cliff noted, the main six's character growth. Several have since asked about the CMC and Spike, so I thought I'd talk about their growth as well. It's true it is not as apparent or distinct as the main six's, but you should not really compare protagonist characters' growth to support characters. And yes, despite what hardcore Spike fans say, and yes there are very hardcore Spike fans, it's not the main 7 but the main 6. Spike and the CMC are support characters because their main purpose is to enhance the narratives of the other main 6 or the world. I'm not saying they are doomed to obscurity, just don't have as much play into the grand narrative and thereby don't have the same dynamic opportunities as the main 6. So don't go in expecting this same level of development. It reminds me when fairy tale fans get pissed that Elfman has less screen time than Lucy. Which yes, I have seen people complain about. However, while not protagonists, they have developed over the seasons. Sure, the CMC don't have their cutie marks yet and are barely any closer than Season 1 to getting them, but outside of that they have grown up in other aspects. Apple Bloom, through her interactions with her family, we have seen become more appreciative of them. And we have directly seen her new maturity on display in Some Pony to Watch Over Me on top of her general less cutie mark obsession. Yeah, I'll admit she probably has the least displayed growth of the CMC, but it's not her fault that she had no Luna episode. Sweebo we have seen a lot of growth in. While I do consider her growth under Dave Polsky clumsily executed at times, I do understand the core logic of Sweetie learning to enjoy the spotlight more and be more willing to take charge as shown in Season 4. She is Rarity's sister after all. And in that regard, the sister part, we've seen her biggest growth. Season 1 Sweetie was almost as blindly obsessed with Rarity as Spike was, or is. Now we've seen their relationship become much more equal, with Sweetie outright taking advantage of her sister's element at times. And then there's Scootaloo, who that went from no development to the most developed CMC over the last 2 seasons. First, there was Scoots officially establishing her sisterly bond with Rainbow Dash, thus ending one of Season 1 and 2's biggest tropes. You know, the whole secret fangirl that's not really a secret thing. Then we get the big elephant in the room address with her flight and ability in Flight to the Finish, which provide us with more three-dimensional view inside Scoot's head through the pain she has to learn to overcome in one of Season 4's best episodes. Spike, on the other hand, hoof, claw, whatever, is hard to pinpoint. As I've noted in the past and other analysts noted in much more detail, it really seems the writers don't know what to do with him. A lot of his episodes do seem to be backpedaling in development and repeating lessons. Or worse, like with Spike at Your Service's case, outright taking him out of character. In my opinion, a lot of this stems from them trying to have Spike fill episode roles that are not really meant for him, instead of developing him in his role as Twilight's #1 assistant. However, one area that has seen a lot of development in, and also considered by most his best episodes, is his relationship with Rarity. First off, we get its recognition in Secret of My Excess, then more importantly in Inspiration, Manifestation, we see Spike grow by being forced to make the tough choice of calling Rarity out on her insanity and risking their relationship for her and, well, Ponyville's own good. Whether pure friendship or romance, that's a hard and, well, very mature choice to make, and he chose correctly, eventually. So even though the writers seem to backpedal on Spike's developments in some areas, in others, we can see very distinct growth. So while the CMC and Spike are not exactly getting the same depth of development as the main 6, they are nonetheless developing. And as MLP continues, I feel the writers will have more opportunities to develop them as they finalize their long-term plans for the series. The main 6, as I noted before, have developed a lot. What I mean is, they now have less obvious problems that need to be solved in contrast to the CMC and Spike. So the writers might start relying more on them and their development for crafting episode conflicts. Well, this is the Ninja DC. Keep calm and an open mind.
Now watch closely, everyone. I'm going to show you how to kill a god. Fire!